and today I'm going to go ahead and start my DIY project on hydroponics in the house under LED lights. That will go ahead and I'm going to grow lettuce all year long in, and this is going to be the start. So I don't want to explain it all to you, I'm just going to show it to you. So what I went ahead and did, I got some spray paint. This is chalkboard. It's good for glass. You can write on it with chalk and you can wipe it off. I thought it would be great. Never used it before, but it does say glass, and that's real important for spray paint. If you spray glass and it does not say glass, it's going to flake off. So it's a rainy day today. I can't do anything outside in the yard or the garden. So I'm going to go ahead and spray paint only one. I have about 25 or more to do, but I'm going to do one for this DIY on camera video. When I do all the rest, I'm going to do it out there in the yard on the table with the sun coming down. Okay, so first thing I want to do is take the pot, put it in, make sure it fits, and you can see where the pot comes down, the rest is going to be filled with water. So I want to take this piece of tape and I want to come ahead and go right about there. So let me do that and come down. Okay, so that's just a piece of black tape. And now when I put this in, you'll notice that the tape comes right up to that line on the pot when the pot's in there, and then it goes down like this. The reason for that is I'm going to go ahead and spray the bottle, and then I'm going to peel the tape off. The whole bottle is going to be black, and this is going to be my window so I can see the water level, because I want the water to be up to the pot, but I don't want it up too high because I want air on the roots. So this here will show me where the pot is, and it'll show me a good distance down below when it's all black. And the reason why you want to paint this black, if it's not, you're going to get mildew growing on the inside. So with that said, I already sterilized these. Now I touch it with my hand. Let me just wipe it off. You want to shake it up really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and spray it like this. Okay, there you go. That's spray painted. Now it has to dry. When it dries, I'll come back out and I'll peel that tape off, and there'll be a clear strip that you can see through. Then I'll continue the project. I'll be back. Okay, so as we're waiting for the mason jar's paint to dry, I'm going to go and show you how this works. First off, I got a wide mouth ball mason jar. These, I have a link below, even the mason jars, go right on the lid, and you can put them on just like that, they don't fall out. But you don't have to, you can leave it like that, so you can pull this out and in without unscrewing it, because when you unscrew it, the plant will be there. Either way. But you're gonna have to put the plant in something. You can't just put it in that. You don't want to put dirt in there. The dirt will fall through and contaminate the water and the fertilizer. They have a couple different stones and other sponges you could put in there, but then the roots grow through and you only get to use those once. So, being that I'm in Florida, I got a pool noodle. Everybody knows what these are. It's the wrong time of the year, so I had to get a pink. That's okay, I'm fine with that. And it'll contrast. I didn't want a green because I want to be able to, when I video, I want to be able to see the black pot, and I want to go ahead and be able to see the noodle on the inside that's holding it, and I want to see the green plant. So this is going to work out perfect. So, get yourself a sharp knife, not a scissor. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut this about 1 inch straight down. Now I'm going to have to do that on the table there. So let me turn that camera a little bit. Let's see if I can get that table. Okay, right here. So I'm just going to put my finger there, and this is roughly 1 inch. When I'm doing a bunch of them, I'll make sure I get it 100%. And just go straight down. Just like that. So now you got a donut, and it doesn't fit in there. Okay. And you can't put your plant in there because of the hole. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this knife, and I'm not going to cut straight. I'm going to cut on an angle like this. So let me show you. I'm going to cut on an angle right here. As you can see, there's an angle. Now, the reason for the angle, I could take this there like that, and that like that. You see how that closed up? Okay. With that angle, you could push this down in here, and you see how that closed that up? Now, let me turn this back up. I'm not cutting anymore. So once again, I cut a noodle. The noodle is round. There's a hole in it. It won't hold any kind of a plant. But if you cut this on an angle, you could go ahead and do that right there. And you could take this and you could put that right in there. Do you see that? Well, right over here, there's a little hole. You see that little hole? Right there. You could put a little round dowel rod or something in there. You just want a little bit of a space like that. So what you're going to do, let me go get a plant and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so I went ahead and got me a plant. I got a Swiss chard. Let me take it out of this. Okay, so I got a Swiss chard right here. And there's the root. I went ahead and took off most of the dirt in the sink. And I'm just going to take this like this, and I'm going to push it down. Like that. So the root is down below. So now, as you can see, the plant is being held by the noodle. You could put it into the mason jar. If you want, you could put the top on the mason jar, and you're going to fill the mason jar up to that line right there. You're going to fill it right up to the line that's on the pot on the inside. Right here. And the reason why, you know, if you look in there, you'll see the root coming down. Well, you want oxygen on the top side of the root, and you want water on the bottom side. So fill up the mason jar so the water is right up to there. Hopefully you can see that in there. Okay, this looks like it's ready to give it a second coat, so I'm going to give that a second coat. Shaking this up again. Now this is a little cold probably to be painting, but hey, I'm doing a video. When I go ahead and do all of them, I'll do it out there and it'll be nice and sunny out. Okay, so let me start. Okay, so I went ahead and gave that a second coat. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to hold it up and see if I can see through it or not. You want it so you can't see through it because you want to stop the light from going in. So I'll be back at you. Okay, so this it looks dry enough. It looks dark enough. Can't really see light through it, maybe just a tad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that tape right here. Pull this off. Now if you notice, can you see my finger in there? Right there, I'm moving it. Okay. That's the line right there, so when you look through it, you'll be able to see the water level. So what I'm going to do, I went ahead and replaced the plant with a collard. It's a little thicker, and I put this little skewer stick in to hold it up a little bit, like that. So I already got this filled to the right level. I'm going to pour this in here. There's the water level right there. Now I'm going to put this in. Put this top on. Just like that. Now if I look, I can see the water level right there. I don't know if you can see it on there. Right over here. See, like this, you can't see it, but you see if I turn it, you can see it right there. Maybe the next one I'll go up a little higher, but that's experimental. So right here, that's the water level. If you start seeing water go down like that, you just fill it up a little bit. Okay, so here's my first of about 25 or 30. I got it on video. This is my DIY project. When it stops raining and when it's sunny out, I'm going to lay them all out on this table in the sun. I'm going to spray paint a bunch of these and do a whole lot. So let's bring it inside. Okay, so I'm in the house. Once again, I use Rust-Oleum chalkboard. It says glass, so it's made for glass. I went ahead and spray painted it. I put a window in it so you can see the water level. And I used the noodle and I put the plant in, and I made sure the plant was in the pot down far enough to where the roots are in the water. I made sure the water's touching the roots, but I left air. You need the oxygen. If you fill it all the way up, it'll die. So the roots are in the water, but the top portion of the roots is not. Not the stem. The top portion of the roots is not in the water. The bottom sections of the roots are in water. The top section of the roots will get oxygen. So that's it. I think it came out pretty good. I'll leave this up here under the light. I got the window facing, they'll all be facing me so I can see. The next one I do, I'm going to come up a little bit further with the black. But this one's okay too, because I could take a razor blade and scrape a little bit of that off. But the water level is right smack on that. So if I tilt this just a little bit right there, you can see it. So the water level is right at the top. If I tilt it a little, I don't know if the camera picks that up, but you can see it. Definitely can see it over here. Okay, so there you have it. Back at you.